I had made an entire process where I paused and showed every little detail. This had a transfer swipe, so I had this base coat down with the pink and the marbled white look. It's just mixed with my pillow paint. And then I did these beautiful swipes here and then one over here using white and I believe silver. It wouldn't matter because even the gold barely shows up because I used gold and black. No, I used white, gold and white, and I used silver and black. So anyway, these weird areas here are the transfers that I made a bloom. It had these amazing cells and lines. As I scooped them up and put them down into areas around the canvas, let me get out of the light there. You got this weird addition to an already abstract piece. Now, sometimes it works when people do this. I don't even like it when it does work. When they say they're happy with it, I'm not happy with it, and I don't mind telling you. I think this painting would have been better off without these much modified, much played with, scooped. This is the best one, and it doesn't even go with the things that it's right beside. And I guess that works. The clash of that does work in a lot of scenarios. It just didn't for me. I had a beautifully 7 minute just pause, showed you like in 30-second intervals all the things I did. The other, like that thing had a bloom on it, and I scooped it up, and then I put it on the canvas, and then we put the two of them together. After I blew out I uh, spread out the bloom. I let it get bigger, but not too big, because I scooped it up, put it on the canvas in places, and then I spun them all out here. Quite a lot came off. I was worried I was taking off too much pillow paint and that I'd end up with that crazing again. And I'm really concerned that might happen again. But if it does, it does. This is a brand new 10 by 20 canvas. I love this nice rectangle, but this is not for me. The transfer swipes will have to have like they'll have to be the same color palette. Well, they almost were, and it still didn't. I don't know why. The bloom I thought would give me different kinds of cells, and it gave me great lines, because as you scoop them up, that's what happens. They get all into like stripy. But you see where my swipe went? How perfect was that on a pink background, which I've never done that before. I did modify them and give them little segments here and there so they'd open up a bit for a bit of interest. But the truth is, it's just weird, and it's not weird in a way that I like or makes sense. I will get better at the things that I do uh, transfer. Not all swipes are created equal, and not all blooms. And because I made a swipe, I decided to do a bloom. You have to do one or the other, I assumed. I don't know. There are no rules, but you know what I learned is I should have just picked the bits of that I like, no matter how small they were, and just added them anywhere. Because this on its own is pretty damn cool. I plan to do a lot more swiping with these rainbow colors because, it is the month of the rainbow. I want to be supportive to all gay and trans and bi people, whatever they are, whatever you want to be, be you do you, and all that stuff. And also tolerance. Like, it's nobody's fucking business what people do. Oops, I said the bad word, but it's nobody's business what people do. It doesn't have to be other people's business. You can also not talk about it all the time. But yeah, it's easy for people to say who, never had that struggle. But I'm just glad that we weren't born, 100 years ago, because so many people would just kill themselves like they did back then. Anywho, I guess we just have to wait for another fentanyl death. Another friend died. This is like sad. It's on actually a person I met, which is very sad. Anyway, I think Ryan was mentioning someone he knows OD'd too. He came by for his mail, and it said they were open till 4, till 4 on Sundays. He went there, drove all the way here. They were closed. Unbelievable. Anyway, it was pouring rain, but he might come back tomorrow with some paint for me, and if he does, he might drive me. If not, he has to come back and get that thing anyway, so I hope he'll pop in and see us. I don't necessarily need the ride. It would be nice though if we're going to have weather like this, but anyway, it's already 6-minute video, and this is as good as this one gets. I love parts of it, but I noticed too the gold really sank, and that made me sad. I wonder if it's just with the pink, because I just put a whole bunch of gold and Australian Floetrol together, and if those things don't make good lacing, I wasted all that Floetrol, and that makes me sad. Okay, live and learn, as they say. Costs me a bloody fortune to do these things. Anyway, bye for now. Love you.